What a different journey to this semi-final for these two. Callum Peters in the red for Australia. The 19-year-old from Adelaide was probably the underdog in both his fights, but showed that he's an underdog with plenty of snap, whereas Simnike Bongwo was probably the favourite in both his contests and put in near flawless performances. Can Peters continue doing what he's done so far, or will Bongwo continue to show his technique? And the first significant blow lands from the South African there. Lovely little left hand that catches Peters clean.
I see, Peters is strong and effective, and he can land with good shots, but he is hittable, isn't he? That's what we enjoyed it. Actually, let's be honest, we've enjoyed that from him. He fires back, he can bite on that gum shield and work away and walk through some adversity, but Bongwo might be a different gear here. He has to be careful. Yeah,
and what Peters doesn't have now is the ability to sneak up on anybody. Nobody really knew much about him, and when Sumit Kunda put him down inside, or rather forced the standing 8 count inside the first minute, he probably thought psychologically, this is a young kid making his debut, this is too easy for me, and boy, did he pay the price for that. But Peters is on everybody's radar now.
A good right hand there from Peters.
Yeah, it was. Very strong physically. As we've already seen, likes to come forward, apply the pressure.
Just got to be careful to get too close. You want to be aggressive, you want to be pushing up that back foot, you want to be the one moving forward with the shot for more weight on them, but just be careful you don't close the gap too much there, allowing Bongwo just to land that nice right hand he has over the top.
That's nice again from Bongwo. It's a real power-packed frame he's got. A real clash of physiques, actually. Peters more built like a volleyball player, very tall and stringy. Yeah, he's happy to just draw him onto something, isn't he, Bongwo? He's very clever. Peters has got to be a bit smarter and sharper with his work here.
That was better there. Nice little 1-2 there from Peters, but Bongwo there to push him back.
Yeah, he's got to be really measured with his work. He's wasted a lot. Yeah, he did get the combination through Barry, but wasted 3 or 4 shots before that, and Bongwo had picked him up. Bongo's very happy.
Good right hand there, though, from
Peters. The
Peters.
counters, yeah, but when Peters lands, he certainly gets Bongwo's attention. He gets a right hook in there as well, the Aussie. And led off nicely there. Peters actually now is starting to find his range more consistently.
But he's still getting caught coming forward, but yeah, then his hands go more frequently now, isn't he, Peters?
Got better as the round went on, Peters.
Be interesting to see, because he did let his hands go and he finished the round strong, and he was the one constantly pushing forward. But the success rate, you think, would be with Bongwo. I think he landed with, especially early in the round, some clean, crisp left hooks over the top, sort of timing Peters as he was coming forward quite effectively, skipping out of distance. You just see a perfect example there of it. Little step back, that long left hook that he throws. He's short in stature, but I mean, he's got the long reach, so judging that distance perception is quite difficult at times with a shorter fight with a long reach. And Peters is starting in the range a little bit as the round went on.
Yes, definitely. The judges saw that first round this way. Callum Peters taking it all. 5 cards. Well, how many times have we said this week, Barry? You finish a round strongly, that tips the scales in your favour.
Yeah, and he was going pushing forward, but then we've seen so many fights or any love off the judges for that.
That's a real... I was going to say, that's a real bonus for Peters, isn't it? And it means that Bongwo knows what he's got to do now.
Oh, good shot from Bongwo there, though. Just timing Peters coming in.
Bringing in the body shots as well, and then the switch upstairs. And then Peters immediately looks to respond himself.
Yeah, and that's important for Peters now. If he gets clipped with a shot or to always fire back in combinations, it doesn't matter if most of them are being blocked. It just takes the shine, takes their memory off the work that you've just been caught with. Good shot there from Peters, good right hand.
It takes another one back, but yeah, looking to stand and trade now. Well, we know he's heavy-handed. You're not forcing 6 standing 8 counts in 2 fights without having some snap in your hands. and certainly very happy coming forward here.
You say that. It depends which referee you have, because some people are giving away standing counts for coughing, and others who've seen Rosie Eccles. Rosie Eccles was punching holes through her opponent, and only one standing count.
I don't think Callum Peters is even thinking of standing 8 counts here. I think he's just trying to grind his way through Simnikiwe Bonko here, and the South African is struggling to just maintain his opponent's work rate here, because Peters really is stepping it up here in this second round.
And that's the problem. See, when these counters in previous contests or previous fights that you've had have an effect against an opponent, someone like Peters who's happy to walk through it but be busy, that means Bonko's got to fight outside of his comfort zone. I'm not sure whether he's used to doing that. Some fighters just can only fight within their own pace.
Well, Peters has certainly pushed him out of that comfort zone, hasn't he? Finished that last round strongly. Whether he deserved to win it is all a matter of the judge's opinion, but he's carried on where he left off here and has set a very, very fast pace here through this second round, and Bonko is being dragged into something that he doesn't really want to get involved in, I don't think.
Yeah, he's winning this one, isn't he, Peters? Sheer work rate and will.
Yeah, I mean, it's non-stop from him, and Bonko can't match this. You know, Bonko is the man that's looking to hold, which tells you there he's feeling it. He's feeling the pace. Yeah, and he gets a point off for the hold. Oh, it's just getting worse and worse and worse for Simnikiwe Bonko.
Well, that gives him an impossible task now, because surely he's lost this round anyway. That's a 10-8 round. Now he's 3 points down on every judge's scorecard, you would feel.
Did he get a warning for holding as well before that? Because that really would have been harsh if that just came up out of the blue.
Well, he must have been telling him or something. I didn't notice it.
Well, he was in trouble anyway, because he certainly lost that round. Take another point off, and that's a very slow trudge back to the corner for Simnikiwe Bonko, who's got a real problem now.
Again, there, Peters just having a really good engine, and just, even though he's getting caught with a few shots, he's doing always pushing forward, letting his hands go, certainly in that round, more frequent than the first. And we know he carries a little bit of a dig as well, so all these shots are, even though they're not shots that are going to rock the soles of your boots, they're all shots that are drain your energy. And the fact that he's making Bonko fight at the pace that he's not comfortable with, that's why he's holding with that point deduction as well, if that was the case. Gives Peters a really comfortable lead going into the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's ugly. That really is all Callum Peters has got to do is stand up, and he'll be a Commonwealth Games finalist. Well, Simnikiwe Bonko has not lived up to his nickname of nuclear bomb, but he needs to detonate one of those big punches on his opponent here to have any chance of advancing to the final.
It's funny, you said all he has to do is stand up to win. But how many times have we seen that take a turn for the worse?
That's very true.
Over the years.
Yeah, it's not over yet. Well, Bonko, I think he's going to just look to unload the big shot, because there's no way. Yeah, there you go. I mean, there's no way he boxes his way back into this. It's impossible on the cards. He's got to detonate something huge.
Yeah, he's got to go for it at some point. Well, he's looking for the big shot.
Yeah, he's looking to uncork the big right hand, draw Peters in, and just try and land it flush.
Which might be the tack for him. You sort of tend to think he should go for it now and just really, really put it on Peters, but I don't think he can box that way.
No.
So he's looking for that one big shot when he can get the money punch.
Well, you can see he wants to counter Peters. Peters is smart enough to know that just avoid that right hand, and he's home free. And it would be a huge mistake for Callum Peters if he does walk onto one of those right hands, because, as you say, Bonko's not pressurizing him to create the opening for himself. He's waiting for Peters to commit and he's going to try and pop him that way.
Just switching southpaw there. Peters now full of confidence.
Well, he's halfway through the round, and Bonko is still looking for the one big swinging right hand. And everybody knows it. Everybody in the arena, Peters knows it.
Well, if Peters gets the win, which he's well on his way to doing, unless Bonko can find that punch to put him on the floor and put him out, or one of enough standing counts to get the stoppage, Peters and Hickey in the final is going to be a great scrap.
Well, that's the way it's heading. Peters is just being clever here, just staying clean, stay out of trouble, don't take any chances.
Oh, good work there from Peters. Yeah, Bongo's just, he doesn't have the engine, does he?
No, there was a little opening there for that right hand, and he just couldn't take it. And I think that, as you say, because it's the constant pressure and the tempo that Peters has set in those first 2 rounds, that's taking something out of him.
Bongo's just one of those fighters who just only can box his weight, his pace, and that's all he can do. It's effective and it works for him, but when it doesn't work, you get this. It looks like a man who doesn't want to put the effort in to get the win, but he can only box this way. No.
And as you say,
Peters is a big lump as well. He's big for the weight, and he's all over you constantly.
Yeah. I think some of the fire left Bongo when he didn't get anything in that first round, and he never really threatened to do anything in that final round either.
Yeah, stylistically for Bongo, that was all. Peters was all wrong for him.
Yeah.
A man who's not a KO artist, but can punch his weight, is really busy and takes a good shot. Those are 3 things that they're never going to bode well for Bongo. And he couldn't land with that big shot. He wasn't busy enough, to be honest. And even he needed to try and push Peters back, and it's just that's not how he fights, how he operates. And yeah, to get him to change his whole style of fighting, you know, within those 9 minutes, was maybe too big of ask for him. But Peters, again, he's just, he looks crude, he's hittable, he looks hittable, he is hittable. He looks crude, he is crude, but he has good technique. You know, when he puts his punches together, he's physically strong, he takes a shot, and he's sometimes, and his willpower to want to walk through you, can break hearts.
And he's 19, he's still learning. I mean, imagine what he's going to look like in Paris in a couple of years.
Him and Hickey, he's got the win, hasn't he? We're jumping the gun, but he's got the win. Him and Hickey in the final is a great scrap.
What a difference a week can make, eh, Barry? A week ago, everyone was saying, who's this 19-year-old Adelaide? Never heard of him. Well, we all know who he is now. And something else we know about Callum Peters is a Commonwealth Games finalist. Simnike Bongo will go back to South Africa with a bronze medal. But Callum Peters is the man that's going to be going for gold. That's some week he's enjoyed here in Birmingham. Very sporting contest and one clear winner. And as you say,